Now we'll get into the second chapter or second module where we are going to cover the Shatkriyas. This is a topic which we don't want to take, but as a aspiring teacher or anybody into yoga, we should know what are these Shatkriyas. So this will be an overview, no practical session. We request you to contact an expert person. We are not expert in all these Shatkriyas. Of course, we can guide you in one or two, but not everything. All these things, including that one or two, what we say like we'll be knowing, that should be learned directly, no online. Because if you do it online, if anything happens, then the teacher cannot help. So we don't keep any practice for this. This is to inspire and motivate the seekers and also gain little knowledge about what are these things. Why Shatkriyas? What should I do? What are all things covered? And should I do Shatkriya first or Asana Pranayama first? These are all common questions. When I should do, if I do Shatkriyas, what I need to follow. So all these things we will cover, but not for the practice. Including theory also, we will give only limited outline only, because certain Shatkriyas varies from tradition to tradition. Not so much, but little. So better to be learned directly. So this is only for knowledge and information purpose. Shatkriyas are directly connected to nadis and chakras. So we are going to see what are these nadis, what are these chakras. And the Shatkriyas brings peace to the mind. You will be wondering how something can bring peace. It is possible. If the chemistry of the body changes, the mind also changes. So we are going to see that also. And the complete overview of all the Shatkriyas. So these are all cleansing techniques. Cleanse the body through which you can cleanse your mind and your practice can be taken to higher level. If you ask a question where the Shatkriyas are mentioned, which text? Hatha Yoga, Pradipika talks about all the Shatkriyas and any Hatha Yoga text. So these are all Hatha Yoga practice. We have seen something, Ashtanga Yoga, there Shatkriya won't come, but whatever Hatha Yoga practice. What are Hatha Yoga practice means? That practice which you do mostly through body. So all asana, pranayama, all those practices will come under Hatha Yoga. So this is followed for a long time, thousands of years. And it has proven that it removes physical and mental blockages. We call this as energy blockages. Those things are removed. See, simple thing, if you have more toxic in your body, I've recently experienced that. The mind gets more clear if your stomach gets all right. Suppose your digestion gets all right. If your eating becomes perfectly as per time and exact quantity, good quality, if your digestion, metabolism is very proper, your mind becomes really very peaceful. You can understand whenever you eat something, your any food poisoning or something happen, you see your mind also stressed out. So whenever you eat nice food, good food to the body, then mind also gets so much clarity and goodness. So first thing we should understand nadis. Nadis are subtle energy channels. Like we have the blood flowing through the entire body, through the blood vessels. Like that, there are pathways through which the nadi, we call that as nadis. Nadis also like very finer tubes, very, very fine tubes. It's not physical. We cannot cut the body and find out. So these are all invisible energy channels through which our energy is transported throughout the body. It is as good as blood. You can assume that. So these are the, where we'll say the prana. Prana means the vital energy. That energy flows through the body through the nadis. So nadis can go through the blood channels also. What it does is, when you do Shatkriyas or Shatkarmas, so there are two names, Shatkriyas or Shatkarmas, both are same. It removes toxins and it balances the doshas. Remember, in allopathy, we may talk about hundreds of diseases. Whereas in Ayurveda, if you go Ayurveda and Siddha, they simply say there are only three doshas. And the three doshas, Vata, Pitta and Kapha, if that goes for an imbalance, then your whole system gets imbalanced. So if you adjust the balance of these three, Vata, Pitta and Kapha, then your ailment will go. For simple thing is like those who have pain. If any of you have frequent pain in your body, it is 100% sure your Vata has increased. Vata means air. Typically, after 50 years, you get all the joint pain, all the pain. You know why? After 50, it is by age, it's a Vata period. We can divide like this, 0 to 20. Up to 20, it is Kapha period. 20 to 50 is Pitta period. After 50, it is Vata period. In Kapha period, people get cold. Kids get always cold. At young age, frequent cold will come. That is the time your body develops. When body develops, your kapha is like a adhesive, which will stick all these things and help to grow. 20 to 50, whatever you eat, it will get digested. Nowadays, it is 20 to 40. After 40, we get all the problem. Generally, 20 to 50, you can eat anything. Simply, you can eat, it will get digestion. After 50, because pitta means heat. Heat means what? Whatever you put, it will burn. After 50, it is vata period. Vata means pain. All the joints will pain, everything. So if you balance the vata, all the problems due to vata will go. Simple thing is taking warm water, keeping the body a little warm always, and avoiding all the, potato families. All the potatoes which grows below the ground. All those things are vata. So like that, if you try to sort out little, then all these things can happen. So if you don't want, okay, I'm doing, but can you give me a practice which will balance? Then Shatkriyas are the best to follow. It's the best tradition, best cleansing practice. It is a traditional wisdom. It is not somebody like yoga. Who developed all the asanas? No one knows. Who gave all the rules? No one knows. It's all great rishis, great beings. So this Shatkarma is a purification technique which is followed for thousands of years, which gave good health and harmony to body and mind. So nothing to worry in following. But one thing is, we need to go learn directly from an experienced teacher. Nadis and chakras. So nadis are subtle energy channels through which the life energy flows. So nadi itself means channel or tube or that flows. So nadis are pathways where the prana can get into all the parts of the body. So they say there are 72,000 nadis. Again, here people say there are 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs. So, but predominantly people agree that there are 72,000 nadis which runs throughout the body. In the 72,000 nadis, it runs like wires here and there. 3 nadis are very, very important. One is called Ida, other is called Pingala, other is called Sushumna. We will see these 3 nadis after 2-3 slides. Like if you have a circuit board, electronic circuit board, you will see some chip and you will see all the circuit runs here and there. See, fine, small line. These are all wires. If you have the board inside, that's called printed circuit board. In the circuit, everything is printed. In the sense, it is all embedded in the board. Very fine wires, which carry all the signals. This is applicable to our body also. What we see gross or the flow of blood, but this channel, energy channel, or the nadis are fine kind of wires runs throughout the body. When it's run throughout the body, it crisscross the spine at many places. Like it runs, it will cross, it goes all the way. And wherever the nadis are joining, like you see people going everywhere, and if there are bus stop, people gather there, right? So there are junction point where these nadis the cross there, where the flow of energy is little more. We call that as chakras. You see, these are the point straight in the spine. These are why it is towards spine is everything is around spine only. In yoga, we give more importance to spine. When the nadi, Sushumna nadi, will discuss when it comes, because the spine has to be kept straight. If your nadi has to function well, this is a basic, the practice also, right? Even kids also, if you go to a doctor, they'll say, we read sit erect, stand erect, walk erect. When you keep your spine erect, that's a very unique to human being. Why we have become human, we are the only species we can keep the spine erect. You see, all other animals cannot keep the spine erect. A monkey can keep spine erect to some extent. That's why monkey is more close to us. So if you have to keep the spine erect. When you keep the spine erect, wherever the nadis, the junctions, like a bus stand or railway station, it crosses in certain point, we call that as chakras. Again, chakras, there are many chakras. But there are 7 chakras important. Actually, there are 114 chakras. In that 114, 108 are within the body, 6 chakras are outside the body. What it means is this 108 chakras you can work upon. If you do certain practices, you can energize those chakras, whereas balance 6 is beyond your control. Only if you activate the 108, the balance will get the activation, something like that. Now we talk about Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. Ida means left side. Understand, is left. You see, it is from this person point of view. This person point of view, this is left. The left nostril is called Ida. Ida means left. In Tamil, Idam. We say Idam. Idam means left. Idadu. So right. Right means Pingala. Right nostril is always Pingala. Now you can see the moon symbol. So Ida means left means moon. That means coolness. Right means sun. Always hot. Next time when you get anger, when you get too much anxiety, watch your breath. You will see the right nostril, more breath will go and come. When the right nostril is so active, you should not do so much active thing. That means you are always under stress. Whenever left nostril comes, then you should do certain kind of work. Similarly, when the left nostril is so active, that means you have to start working. That means you are little lazy or you are so tired or just there, then you need to give some activity. Tired means you need to take rest. Many times, the body is there, mind will be depressed, and so left side will get activity. So ultimately, left means cool, calm, even laziness also comes left. Right side means action, energy, all those things. So this left and right, this is very important when you see a child. A child always rotate like this. Means if you see a child sleeping like this, every 45 minutes to 90 minutes, it will turn on the other side. Why it is said this? Every 90 minutes, this Ida and Pingala function differs. For example, now my Pingala is active. Another 90 minutes, if you see, my Ida will become active. Then again, after 90 minutes, again Pingala will become active. So this 24 hours, Ida and Pingala, activity keep on moving. Activity means you will see in one nostril, the air is coming fast and you will inhale more. On the other nostril, it becomes less. So it keep on moving here and there. And there are few times in a day where both are balanced. When this both are balanced, you get some kind of energy going in the middle, which is called Sushumna. See, it is going like this. For this person, this is left. This, the rose color is Ida, right is Pingala, right? So Pingala comes here. Sometime Pingala, then it goes left, right and all. Similarly, Ida goes left, right and all goes. When this Ida and Pingala are balanced, you get the yellow line. This is called Sushumna. This is a central channel. Normally, this central channel is blocked. That means what? When we have a lot of impurities, too much, we have thinking and too much we are worrying, all those things, whichever negative life we have, this is totally blocked. When we do yoga, this slightly gets open. The purpose of yoga is to open the Sushumna. If you see here, Ida Pingala comes here, it comes to the bottom of the spine. Here, there is a block. Somebody has sealed in the block. So if you keep the Ida and Pingala in balanced, for example, in Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, I think you will be learning, maybe Gautam Ma'am may be teaching, in that it gets balanced because that is a balancing pranayama. When the nadis are balanced, little prana moves through Sushumna. But our job is not to get little. We want more prana to move. Open this channel so that the prana moves through the Sushumna fast. You will be noticing people talk about Kundalini. So Kundalini sits here in the bottom. If you do enough yoga practices, you are awakening the Kundalini. Kundalini means the Shakti. Suddenly the Shakti will start moving. It goes up top of the Sahasrara. Our job, whatever you do, asana, pranayama, any yoga practice you do, all these practices are here to awaken the Kundalini. First, it will balance the nadis, then it will awaken the Kundalini. When it awakens, the prana moves in the central nadi. Otherwise, the central nadi is totally blocked. Now, 3 or 4 times a day, you can use this Sushumna. That means what? Whenever the Sandhya Kala. What is Sandhya Kala? Morning 6 o'clock, 20 minutes before and after. Mid-noon, 12 noon, 20 minutes before and after. Evening 6 o'clock, before and after, 20 minutes. Midnight, 12. These are the 4 times where your nadis will be balanced. Nature is helping us. That particular time, your nadis are more balanced than other times. That is the reason we ask you to do yoga during that time. Of course, doing meditation at 4 o'clock is perfectly fine. But people who are a little imbalanced, we have to make use of these time. Please do not do any yoga practice in the night 12, which are not for us. It is for only sannyasis and brahmacharis. Because when you do any practice in the midnight 12, you will not be with your family. If you are a sincere seeker, then you will be totally detached. That sudden detachment should not happen. So it is only for sincere and serious seekers, not for all of us. All of us can make use of morning 6 and evening 6. When that time Sushumna is flowing, then that's the right time to do higher practices. That means what? You can do meditation or you can do pranayama. Asana also you can do, nothing wrong. That is the asana time or not asana time. That is the yoga time. This is about Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. There are more to it, all those things and all. If you read Hataya Pradipika, there are a lot of details given. So this is enough for us to know. Ida, Pingala, Sushumna. There are many pranayamas which will activate Ida Nadi. There are many pranayamas which will activate Pingala Nadi. There are pranayamas which will balance both the Nadi. So you have to decide what kind of pranayama I should do. Suppose you are doing, sitting for doing any asana pranayama, watch which nostril is going. According to what you are going to practice, you have to balance your nadis. If you don't know anything, no problem. After asana, follow the safest pranayama is Nadi Shodhana pranayama, which is the best pranayama, safest pranayama to do. Along with this, two more pranayamas are important. Other thing is Brahmari pranayama, which again anybody can do. And Nadi Shodhana, Brahmari, then is Ujjayi pranayama. Because Ujjayi pranayama, we can do in asana itself. Please do not try any pranayama beyond these three. This is my sincere advice. Unless until if you are doing that continuously. For example, you may start doing Kapalabhati. Don't do Kapalabhati today, next 2-3 days, then stopping, then again doing, again stopping. This is going to create a lot of danger to our body. It is not going to bring any well-being. Because with Nadi Shodhana, Brahmari and Ujjayi, if you are expert in that, then you start Kapalabhati. The moment you start it, don't change it day by day or don't try to discontinue sometime and continue sometime. Because in pranayama, if we play, it will affect our energy system. Then it brings more negative than positive. Because asana, if you do little, no problem. Little here and there, some muscle catch will come, it will be okay. Even asana, we will not teach or we are not supposed to do complex or difficult asanas by online. Do safe asanas. Now, all these things we are going to discuss in a course planning subject, which we'll be covering in the foundation course. We are going to see what all the asana I can do for preparation, what all things I can do for as a milestone, counter poses, goal postures, we are going to see. Similarly, what are the pranayamas I can do first, second, third, all those things. So as far as this foundation course is concerned, we always advise to follow these three pranayama because these Ujjayi, Brahmari and Nadi Shodhana, you can give to anyone. But make sure even those people do some asana. Because in the asana, you can incorporate Ujjayi, try whether they are following Ujjayi or not. Maybe after that, you can give Brahmari or Nadi Shodhana. Because Nadi Shodhana is a balancing pranayama. It will balance your Ida and Pingala Nadi, helps your Sushumna Nadi to get awaken. Now, chakras. So there are 7 important chakras. Again, these chakras are the junction points where all the nadis meet. And again, it goes away from the body. It will meet at one point. After that, it goes away. Wherever it is meeting along the spine, all our great rishis has pointed what are all these chakras. So they are intersecting or meeting points. The first bottom chakra is called Mooladhara chakra. It is located at the base of the spine. Now, what Mooladhara chakra means? It is the foundation. When something is a foundation, for a man to function, see, some human being has to function. What is the basic foundation? Is only survival. So eating, sleeping, reproducing, those things are very basic. That is there with the Mooladhara chakra. People many times think Mooladhara chakra means, oh, that is very bad and very low chakra. No low or high. If Mooladhara chakra is not balanced, you will behave like animals. So it's good. You have to maintain a stable flow of energy in the Mooladhara chakra. Because when the Mooladhara chakra is strong, then only your other chakras will be strong. So you don't need to do anything. Already it is there, very strong in us, and doing some basic things. Like I always say, we should become a better human being. Before getting into yoga or anything, the first aim of yoga is to become a better human being. If humanity is not there, divinity cannot be there. If you are a normal, good, better human being, then you have to keep on improving. Then last month compared to that, am I better today? If you maintain that, your Moola chakra is naturally strong. You eat good food, have nice sleep, you don't need to do anything better. So that Moola chakra will be strong. Next is Swadhisthana chakra. It is just below the navel. This is responsible for creativity and sexual energy. Somebody is very strong in Swadhisthana. You can see these two things. The creativity keep on improving, right? They'll be more creative. Similarly, the procreation, that is also more. Because, even to get into this activity, you can see lazy people. So lazy, so tamasic. You can say for them, Mooladhara is so strong, they don't want to move. Of course, Mooladhara has to be strong, but you need to evolve from there. The first evolution is Swadhisthana chakra, just below the navel. Then comes Manipura chakra. It is just above the navel in the stomach area. It represents power, confidence, health, all those things. If your Manipura chakra is strong, then you are much involved, much evolved than a person who are dominant in Swadhisthana. You will be successful in many areas. And your body is so healthy, strong, mind is strong, all those things will be there. Then go above to the heart area, which is called Anahata chakra. It is in the heart region. It represents love and compassion. See, the love compassion comes in the fourth stage, because before that you may be greedy, you may be confident, but the love and compassion may not be there too much. All these things, some moment will be there for everyone. But when the Anahata chakra, if you touch, you will become a great yogi. In the sense, you are so compassionate. You will not get anger over someone. You embrace everyone as part of you. The yoga, the called union. The union you will understand by experience here. Then Vishuddhi chakra. It is located in the throat. It represents communication and truth. It also represents power. You will gain enough power. Your way of speaking, or the moment you say 100 people will listen, you will become, you will occupy higher positions. So all Vishuddhi chakra is activated. Then Agnya chakra. It is located in between the eyebrows. There is a lot of connection between Agnya chakra and brain. Maybe like we are planning to take Hatayava Pratipika soon, where we are going to talk much detail about Agnya chakra. So it's located in between the eyebrows. It represents intuition and insight. Remember, up to Vishuddhi, you can be an intelligent person. You use your mind in the best possible way. You will be so attractive. You can get people, you can command people. People are ready to listen. The moment you get into Agnya chakra, intuition comes. Intuition means now you are going beyond mind. Without using mind, you will understand everything. So that is intuition. Intuition means gut feeling. Then Sahasrara chakra. Sahasrara chakra is located on the top of the head, or some people say like little above, though it comes under the energy body. May not be the physical body. It's located on the top. It represents spiritual connection and enlightenment. If you are attained yogi, then Sahasrara chakra is very, very active. So our job is to start from Mooladhara, raise the energy up to Sahasrara. What is that to raise? The Sushumna Nadi. Sushumna Nadi goes straight, covering, touching all the chakras. So you need to first remove the block of Sushumna Nadi, keep on pumping. You have to reach Sahasrara. That they will say, if you do certain practice, this is a snake. Mooladhara chakra is a sleeping snake. What they say in Hataya Pradipika is, you will be like poking the snake. You will be poking with a stick or anything. Get up. And you also create hunger to the snake. And you also create some kind of heat. By doing certain yoga practices, you will create heat in the Mooladhara chakra. All these things are to awaken the snake. The moment snake awakens, its food is there in Sahasrara. If you do properly, the snake will go very fast. In the sense, not immediately. It slowly grows, but it goes towards the Sahasrara. So what it simply means is, first open the Sushumna channel, keep it straight. Then by doing lot of practices, your snake will get up. It will start moving towards Sahasrara. When it starts moving, we need to continue and do the practice very sincerely, because if you stop in between, this movement will stop in between. That is not good. If it is good compared to getting into Muladhara, you getting settled in Swadhisthana, Manipura is good. But the moment something start moving, it is good to take it to the top. That is why all these practices are or should be learned and practiced under a guru. Even Hatha Yoga Pratipika clearly says, Hatha Yoga Pratipika or Hatha Yoga mentioned in that book, it is not for the common man. Don't think like Hatha Yoga Pratipika, this asana is there, this instruction is there, I'll follow. That is for people or sadhaka. You have to go settle in an ashram. You need to ready to serve in the ashram under a guru. A guru will start teaching. You have to perform all the asanas and practices from Hatha Yoga Pratipika under the guidance of a direct living guru. So we can learn Hatha Yoga Pratipika. Don't start practicing. You should not practice alone. Lot of conditions are there. How you should be and what you should eat, where you should live, how is the place of the practice. All those things are there in Hatha Yoga Pratipika. So all these chakra or energy, activating nadis, prana, all those things has to be done under a live guru, not through any online class or offline class or through a normal yoga teacher. A normal yoga teacher is not eligible to teach all these things. If you're getting all these things, the chakra related to somebody means he should live like that. That person who is teaching a guru, he should live like that, then only he is capable of teaching this. So these are the 7 major chakras. You can see from Mooladhara to Sahasrara. There are many chakras still. All these 7 is enough for us to understand. Coming back to Shatkarmas. So these Shatkarmas help us to remove the block so that our Sushumna Nadi is clear and the Kundalini is awakened. That is why Shatkarma is given. That very important. Suppose you do certain asana pranayama. If your impurities are cleansed in a month's time, if you do Shatkarma, Shatkriya 1 or 2 times, all the cleansing will happen. You cannot do everything, but whatever is possible, we can do. So what are the 6 Shatkarmas? Neti, Kabalapadi, Nauli, Basti, Dauti, and Trataka. Inside each, there are many divisions, which we will see. So what Shatkarma does? All the Shatkriya, Shatkarmas does balancing of Ida and Pingala. Why I need to balance? Only if I balance Ida and Pingala, my Sushumna Nadi will be awakened. And second thing is it balance all the 3 doshas. The Vata, Pitta and Kapha, which is responsible for all the ailments in the body. Third very important thing is you have to learn from a live guru. There are people still teaching Shatkarmas. Okay, in your area, if you check, there are institutes which teaches Shatkarma on one-to-one basis or as a group class. Please go and learn there. So what are the 6? One line means Kapalapadi. It is called frontal brain cleansing. It's again Kapalapadi is also a pranayama. This is also considered as one of the Shatkarmas. That means if you start Kapalapadi, doing Kapalapadi, you will be cleansing yourself. This is the reason you should not start and stop as frequently as you want. Kapalapadi, if you start doing every day, you have to do every day. Suppose you are doing only 50 times. Please don't do less than 50 times. Every day you should do 50 times. One day I'm so good, my mind is good, I did 100 times or 500 times. Next day I did 50 times. If you do like this, one of the psychologists took a class, psychology class to us when I was studying 2 years, 2 years teacher training course. She was a PhD holder. She was a very famous psychologist in India. She was telling she is encountering or meeting more people who have damaged themselves by doing yoga. Because this Kapalapadi and Bastrika, we need to be very careful. If you are a yoga teacher, please try to avoid it. Give it to people and give proper instruction and caution to them. They should not discontinue if you start doing, except during exceptional cases, maybe during at the time of fever or some ailment where the Kapalapadi is not advisable, then they should stop it. Starting and stopping is not our wish. It should be done with a proper guidance. Next is called Neti. Neti itself means like, these practices are how to keep our nose. It is one of the respiratory channel clean. So the nasal passages, how to clean it, because the sinus or even you say the immunity, we have a lot of chemicals secreted in our nasal which kills the bacteria. If you keep the nasal path healthy, then you will be doing a lot of things for your cleansing activities. Nauli, It is churning the abdominal muscles. So this is again advanced practice, not everyone can do. Trataka, this everyone can do. The concentrated gazing, gazing at a point or gazing on a flame, and which cleanses, good for our eye focus and concentration. This again anybody can do, no problem at all. Dhauti. So Dhauti is cleaning the digestive system. There again Dhauti, lot of divisions are there. We'll also see one by one. Basti. Basti is a kind of enema where your large intestine. Now nowadays, when before any operation, anything, they will try to clean the stomach. So large intestines are cleaned. So Basti is that kind. It is cleaning your large intestine so that whatever digestion happened or not happened, if the people have constipation and many ailment, when your large intestine is not good, it's like the waste out is not good, then it's very it creates a lot of damage to the system. So best thing is we need to keep our excretion possible. The large intestine should be as clean as possible. If you want to remember, how to remember, just see the arrows. Kapalapadi, that means your frontal forehead. Remember the forehead. So frontal brain cleansing, that means Kapalapadi acts here. Trataka, after this what you have eyes. So Trataka for the eyes. Neti for the nose. Dhauti means related to mouth, because vomiting, all those things happens in mouth. Nauli in the abdomen. Basti through your anal passage, cleansing your large intestine through the anal passage. So this is just to remember. Suddenly how to remember? Just from forehead, you just come back, then you will be remembering the names. So this talks about one line. You see here, in Dhauti, there are three Dhautis. Antar Dhauti, Shirsha Dhauti or Dhanta Dhauti, Hrid Dhauti, Mula Shodhanam. See, there is a little variation. I'm just taking this from Bihar School of Yoga tradition. And a certain tradition don't support Shatkarma itself. They will say like, no need Shatkarma. Why you want to do? We are going to see that also. Who says and all. So in Dhauti, there are four. In Antar Dhauti, Antar means inside. What are the cleaning? We have Vatsara Dhauti. It is cleaning the air, clean the intestine with air. Varisara Dhauti, or it is called Shanka Prakshalana. Now, we can teach Lagu Shanka Prakshalana to anyone. Anybody can do. Again, that's I don't want to do it online. So this should be done on a proper supervision. There are a lot of contraindications there. Lagu means light. This Shanka Prakshalana is a very serious technique. You have to do only in an ashram. Don't try it at home, because right from what you eat, what you are doing, everything related to this, if you do it at home, it will create more negativity. Lagu Shanka Prakshalana you can do. With proper guidance, you can do it at home. Similarly, Shanka Prakshalana should not be done all the time. Once in 6 months or as per the Guru's guidance. Lagu Shanka Prakshalana you can do every week also. Vani Sara Dhauti, which is called Agni Sara Kriya. This also we can practice. If you take the APMB book from Bihar School of Yoga, Asana, Pranayama, Mudra, Bandha book, which already we have given and sent you. And if you refer that book, you will get all these practices. So Agni Sara Kriya, if you learn, you can practice. Not very dangerous one. Anybody can do. Bahishkriti, it is rectal cleaning. You just, you need to get your rectum little out and clean it and put it back. Again, it's mentioned here. What is it? Is a very advanced technique and not advised for household people. We are all grahasthas, so don't try all these things. Anyway, we are not teaching, and you don't need to try also. Then it's called Dhanda Dhauti. That means how to keep your tongue clean, ear clean, eyes clean, and frontal sinus. So you call this Jiva, Karna, Chakshu, and Kapal Randra. These are the four practices. Again, this based on a proper guidance, you can start learning as per if you have right person. Then thoracic cleaning or Hrid Dhauti, which is called Vaman Dhauti, Dhanda Dhauti, Vastra Dhauti. All these things, how to clean the stomach. Vastra Dhauti means you will swallow a cloth. There are certain length, how much which should be there, what kind of cloth, how you should swallow, how much time it should be there inside. They say more than 20 minutes you should not keep. Otherwise, it will start sucking inside. A lot of practice is there. You are putting something inside and cleaning by removing it. See, the problem is why we need all the Shatkarma is, see, I have a bottle. For example, assume I have a bottle. I can clean the bottle outside. How to clean the bottle inside? Then I need to put water, shake it in all direction. Then only something from the bottle will come. Similarly, all these Shatkarmas are like that. You are shaking your body in all possible way. Not shaking means you are shaking your body, but you are doing all these things so that you clean in all possible way. Moola Shodhanam. Again, this is also higher practice, which you need to learn from a proper guru. Then Neti. Jala Neti. You can use water and make it flow from, this nostril to this nostril or this nostril to the other nostril. You can do. If you, this is cleaning of nasal passage using saline water, not the plain water. You should do salt water. Otherwise, you will get a lot of irritation and problem. Again, salt also you should not increase. If salt increases, that's also problem. Decreases also problem. Sutra Neti, you put the thread inside the nose. You will get it through the mouth or through one nostril, get it into other nostril. There are 2-3 methods are there to do. Grita Neti, which means using ghee. You can use ghee and instead of water, you can use ghee and do it. And Dugdha Neti, cleansing of nasal passage using milk. Like instead of water, you use milk for cleaning the nostrils. Then Nauli is massaging your internal organs. You would have seen Baba Ramdev doing this, right? It will be like whole abdomen will be like here. It moves like some football is there inside. It moves like that. So there are 4 Nauli. Madhyama Nauli means central abdominal contraction. Vama Nauli, it's if you isolate the muscle to the left side, it's called Vama Nauli. Dakshina Nauli means right, moving towards right. And you can rotate also. So abdominal rotation, or you can churn, moving like this. Then Basti. So Basti is cleaning the large intestine, like enema. You get enema in the allopathy. There are Jala Basti and Sthala Basti. Jala Basti, again with water. Sthala Basti is a dry yogic enema. Kapalapadi, we are doing in pranayama. So Vatkrama Kapalapadi, Vyutkrama Kapalapadi, and Sheetkrama Kapalapadi are there. 3 kind of Kapalapadi. We do only this first type, which we do normally. There are other 2 types are also available. Final is Trataka. Trataka is a dharana practice. That means in Ashtanga Yoga, dharana is just before dhyana. So when you do Trataka, you will get more eligibility to get into dharana, means dhyana. There are internal Trataka, external Trataka. See, Trataka is very simple. It's like you do darshan in temple. What we'll do normally when you go there inside the temple, these days all complete electricity. The idol also fully, they put all kind of lights. Otherwise, it's supposed to be dark. The Garbhagraha is supposed to be dark. If they show little light by lighting the camphor, you will start seeing the God's image. You just see God's image with absolute focus, which is called external Trataka. After that, you need to close your eyes and visualize the God. Whatever you have seen with open eyes, you visualize inside, which is called internal Trataka. The same thing. Since you cannot keep this a separate practice, this is very common in our culture. Like, when you go to temple or maybe with other religion also, like you open your eyes and see your God, close your eyes and try to visualize it, which is equal to Trataka practice only. So if you want to put a flow chart for Dauti alone, Antardauti, Danta Dauti, Hrid Dauti. Here, Vatsara, Varisara, Vanisara, Bahiskrit in Antardauti. In Shirsa Danta Dauti, Kapal Rantra, Karna, Jiva, Chakshu. And Hrid Dauti, Vaman, Vastra, Danda. You can keep a printout or note it down later. Try to learn whatever is possible. If you do it with proper frequency and guidance. So this Jala Neti, you can see like this. There is a separate, the pot, Neti pot is available. You cannot use anything. So use that pot because you have a nose or handle where it will go directly to your nostril. It will be easy. It is available. Many people, yoga studios, they are selling. You get metal one, you get plastic one. Preferably it's better to get a metal one. If there is no metal, you can take plastic. So you can use through water. You can... Apart from water, you can put thread. Like you see here, it going nose and coming out of the mouth. This is a little easy, but going through nose, coming to other nose, people say it's very difficult. I have not done anything, so I'm not having any experiential knowledge. So Grita Nauti, we have seen it is through ghee. I don't know how they will put, but there are a lot of condition again, proper guidance. Dugdha Neti, again milk. Again milk, these days we say it is milk. We don't know whether it's milk or not. We are believing that is milk and taking. But again, if somebody is there, please take guidance, what kind of milk, and it may be preferably cow's milk maybe. And what we take is not normally not cow's milk. And when the milk is very thick, definitely it's not cow's milk. So in Basti or the enema, yogic enema, water is used. This you can see in Ayurveda. If you go there, any problem, they will try to clean their large intestine. They will keep a small kind of little bottle or tank, or they'll have now injection. They will just pump it through the large intestine. Within after a few minutes, you will be feeling like going to toilet, and it will be cleared like that. So on the Jalabasti, Stalabasti. Again, Stalabasti is dry yogic enema. It is like instead of water, you just suck the air. Even here, Jalabasti, you can go and sit. If the yogis used to do, they will go and sit in the running water, like river water. They will try to suck the water through their anal passage. It's not easy, right? You can constrict the passage, but through that you will be sucking the water. And this is not easy. They will say it can be done after a long years of practice. Stalabasti is no water. I just suck the air. See, it's like lips. I can suck the water or air through my mouth, but through anal passage is not possible. But these are that kind of practice needs a lot of expertise. Trataka will be doing practice when we get through the meditation subject, which will be starting probably late. That will be a last portion, meditation. In that, we'll be practicing internal and external Trataka. So you need to light up a candle or a kind of a clay pot light. So you can use that. This is very, very good practice. In fact, for children, they can do with a white paper with a black dot on it. If any of you want to learn how we do give to kids, that time you can ask. If time is there, we'll do for kids also. You can bring your kids also, start learning that. This is what Nauli is. You can see here. See, this is center. Now it's moved on one side. Now here it moves on other side. So the whole muscle moves. You call this Madhyama Nauli, Vama Nauli, and Dakshana Nauli. Again, this also needs a lot of expertise. Now most of us do not have this, right? Unless you are very thin. No, most of people are obese or overweight and all. Not easy for that. So you need to have your abdomen under your control. So you should have lesser fat and physically, it's a demanding practice. You should have physical fitness first to do this. So 3 Kapalapadi. The Shatkarma and Vyutkrama we don't do. The Vatkrama Kapalapati we do. It is rapid inhalation and exhalation. In the inhalation, it is quite passive. You're not inhaling, just it happens. Exhalation you do with force. If you learn in pranayama practice when Gautam Imam teaches, that's the same. Whatever we are doing Kapalapati comes under this first category. So these are 6 Shatkarmas. If you want to learn in detail, please refer APMB book. It is given in very good in detail if you want to learn further, but don't practice. So try to reach somebody. I've seen, I don't know, if any of you is a member of IOE and all, you can see in the group, 1 or 2 people always put message like this Shatkarma is happening. I'm telling in Tamil Nadu chapter. But whichever area you are, if you have a Indian Yoga Association, please be in touch with them. There are many institutes which teaches the Shatkarmas. You can take part in that. And they will give you instruction how you should come. You need to go early in the morning. You need to stay maybe for a half a day or so. And you can learn and come with proper guidance. Now, if you want to learn further in Hatha Yoga Pradipika, where you can see about Dhauti, it is mentioned in 2nd chapter. See, 1st chapter is for asana. 2nd chapter is for pranayama, where you can get all these Shatkarma practices. 24, 25. These 2 shlokas talks about Dhauti, and Basti it talks on 26 to 28 shlokas. Neti 29, 30 shlokas, 2nd chapter. Trataka is mentioned in 31 and 32, Nauli in 33 and 34, Kapalapadi in 35. So these are all references. If you go there, it will be mentioned, not so in detail. Maybe if you read the commentaries, you may see some extra detail. There is a good, there is a Hatha Yoga Pradipika from Bihar School of Yoga. Please, if you are interested, it's a fantastic book. Similarly, the 4 parts of freedom or pillars of freedom, that's for Yoga Sutra. You have Yoga Sutra also from book from Bihar School of Yoga. Hatha Yoga Pradipika also from Bihar School of Yoga. If anybody interested, please put me. I'll send the screenshot of the book. If you are interested, please buy the book. Both are very good. But if you really want to learn from, I don't know anything, I find it difficult, then you attend our program. We'll be taking the this Hatha Yoga Pratipika also in near future. So one is Yoga Sutras, other is Hatha Yoga Pratipika. We already seen these two are very important texts. So all these Shatkarmas comes under Hatha Yoga in Hatha Yoga Pratipika. In 36th sloka, it says Shatkarmas free the body from excesses of three doshas. That's what you have seen. It balances the three doshas. After this, pranayama should be practiced. So remember, Shatkarma should be practiced first in the morning. After that, only asana, pranayama has to be practiced. Even there are also certain conditions which we'll see later, or wherever you learn Shatkarma, they will teach. So this will balance your doshas, after which if you do asana pranayama, that will be more effective. Without Shatkarma, if you do, the effect will be like, say, let's say you are getting only 50% benefit. When you do Shatkarma and practice, then you will get 80, 90, 100% benefit. There is other kriya also, Gajakarani, which is again kind of a vomiting, which is mentioned there in Hatha Yoga Pratipika, but it is not part of Shatkarma, of course, not as a separate heading, but this is also one more practice. You can note it down, and if somebody teaches, you can do it. Now, 37 Sutra is very important. It says there is an alternative view. In 37 Shloka, it is mentioned, some authorities say pranayama alone is sufficient to remove all impurities and Shatkarmas are not required for every practitioner. Individual constitution determines necessity. So in Shloka itself, it says there are some tradition who say Shatkarmas are not required because the purpose of pranayama is to remove impurities. Remember, what is the purpose of asana? To bring flexibility and strength to the body. What is the purpose of pranayama? To remove impurities. When it is mentioned there, why should I do Shatkarmas? That separate tradition says. If tradition which is close to us is Krishnamacharya tradition, which you are learning a few asanas also. In Sri Krishnamacharya's tradition, no Shatkarmas are taught because he strongly believed. He is the father of modern yoga. Okay, Sri Krishnamacharya is a guru of B.K. Iyengar, Pattabhi Joyce, and many people. So he's an icon, a father of modern yoga. So he says you don't need to do Shatkarma. Pranayama is enough. See, this is the view of individual gurus. Nothing wrong in that. And many gurus says Shatkarma is required. Suppose you are doing Shatkarma, you are feeling a lot of energetic, you are feeling peace in your mind, you are happy with that, you do that. No, I am unable to learn. There are no people near me. How should I learn? And don't worry about it because learning is not compulsory. You can do other practices. Whenever you get time, you can learn. So with this, we finish the second module. Now, this is only a Shatkarma module, just an introduction. And next module will be going higher and higher. First, we'll be discussing about more on asana and exercise. Because this asana or yoga and exercise, we should understand very clearly to convince. Those things will be, hereafter, it will be more towards logical and scientific. We'll be exploring. Any questions? Any questions except how to do practice of Shatkarma, anything which I do not know. Okay? Except that, if you have any general questions, fine. Because even I know, I don't want to say like Laghu Shakti Prakshalana, I know. I've done it many times under the guidance of our Swamiji, Shivadarshana Yoga Vidyalaya. Still, I personally don't want to teach. Swamiji will teach. That is different. Somebody evolved person can teach online. So we don't want to teach anything in online because I'm not into therapy and all. Swamiji is there in therapy. Suppose you say in between, Swamiji, I'm feeling like, giddiness or something, our Swamiji will give solution. If something happens in between, if you ask me, I do not know anything. So whichever I do not know, I don't teach or I don't allow to practice. So except that, if you have any general question, please ask.
It's not a question, but I'll share my experience on Jalaneti. In Jalaneti, we were first given, from S. Vyasa, Kolkata, we were given a plastic container. But when I started using that plastic container with the warm saline water, after a few days, I found the color to change. So I thought that the plastic is reacting with the, saline water, which is lukewarm. So I stopped that and then I bought a metal one. So it's better to avoid the plastic version. So
Fantastic.
that is one. And second thing is, in your picture that you showed on Trataka, I have never seen candle put in that direction. It's usually in line with my eye or little low, on the nose level. But in the picture that you have shown, it's down. So do we do the Tratika with downward gaze also?
It's all AI generated image. So whatever I get AI image, I can put. That's the reason. That's equal to eye only, eye level. What you're saying is right, sir.
Yeah. So it raised a question in my mind. So I thought I might as well ask you.
So it's a very good point. Sir is telling, avoid plastic, because nobody is. It's like if you say use food grade plastic, no, they'll at least put the number 1, 2, 3. But all these equipment, who is controlling? They can make this from just waste, plastic waste and all. Better to avoid plastic in any form. Some time back I studied. Even if you put rice or anything in the plastic dabba, they say though it is not hot, it is not wet or something, still the dry ingredient, whether you put dry fruits or whatever, the dal or rice, still the plastic can go inside that. That's what they say on a subtler level. And if you take it for a long time, that is not good. Nowadays, cancer is quite famous. I think every family are very nearby, close to that. You get somebody suffering from cancer. Better to avoid plastic, especially like he said, if the color is changing, that means plastic is reacting, which is very dangerous. If you have continued for a few months, I don't know what will happen. So much damage will happen. And these, every institution has to take care. Or people who are like us should take care, clearly say, though it is costly, spend it. What is that? Few hundred rupees more buying a metal pot. What is the problem? Our problem is spending for health will be so conjuice, and we like to spend for recreation unlimited money. That's a big problem for us. If that is the case, then we need to face the consequence.
And so thanks for highlighting this. I have never come across this. HYP 2.37, that if as per Krishnamachari tradition also, like one need not do Shatkarma, it is pranayam. I'll go through that definitely. First time.
Please.
Thank you.
Because Hathayapatika is very clear. Whatever said is telling. And it is same also. Like since I've done in Krishnamacharya yoga tradition, they say it's not necessary. They never teach. So it's a two views. You can go that side or this side, because not everyone can get into Shatkarma. Maybe for many people, it's no. First thing is, not many people may be there to teach. Number two, if any doubt comes in between, they have to be in touch with the Guru. If you follow any Shatkarma regularly, if you don't have guidance, then simply you can do other practices. Maybe for some people, it may not be suiting also. Who knows? So that's the reason. We cannot question like why it is needed or not needed, but it's a different tradition. Yes, Samrat ma'am, you have any question?
Yes, sir. But like Kapalbhati and Agnisar, we are using these in asanas. Like never knew earlier that these comes under the ambit of Shatkarma.
They are 100% Shatkarma and also comes under Kapalapati under Pranayama. Agnisara Kriya is a separate practice. It is not Pranayama, but you can call that also. Means because you are controlling, and in exhalation you will be start doing. So that's a good practice that anybody can do.
No,
Like
Noli, Noli is kind of a similar Agnisar. Like Noli is a like proficient, or may say is an higher like version of the Agnisar.
Yes. Navali needs a lot of skill. Agnisara anybody can do. Maybe like if we have a little more, and stomach is big also, no problem. Agnisara you can do, but Navali you cannot do.
Yeah. So, sir, as you said, you are not teaching Shatkarmas. So, couldn't we do Kapalbhati and Agnisar in our asanas class?
That we can do. Kapalapati anyway you will be doing. Agnisara, I think it is not in our syllabus. We can do. Maybe in the end, if any of you remind, we'll try that. Agnisara is not a problem. Learning is not a problem, but when you get into practice, please follow that every day with proper guidance. The Agnisara, they'll say like it is Agnisara. It creates a lot of heat. If you are already a Pitta Prakriti, if you start doing more, even Kapalapati, Bastrika, Agnisara, all the three will increase the heat. So what kind of Prakriti you are? If you're Pitta Prakriti, please avoid these things. In the sense, do little, not more. To that extent, already you are Pitta Prakriti, you are increasing heat. That creates a lot of problem. So we need to find, not every practice suitable for everyone. Like not every asana is suitable for everyone. Whichever suits you, you do.
But sir, as you taught us in TTC1, and after Kapalbhati and Bhastrika and all, the Ujjayi, few rounds of Ujjayi really settles down. And I have noted down the outcome also. So after these practices, if Ujjayi is done a couple of times, then it settles down. It's cooling, very cooling.
So actually, Ujjayi settled down to some extent, but after Kapalapati Bastrika, Sheetali Sheetkari will be idle if you finish it.
In summers,
And
I do it. Not in winters. In summers, I go through the sheet after that. Yeah.
But if you read Hataya Pratipikana, they say, don't do Chandra Bedana, don't do Surya Bedana, don't do Sheetali Sheet. Don't do they say it's a lot of precautions required. We will be thinking like, what is the problem in Sheetali, Sheetkari, Chandra Bedana, Surya Bedana? It's quite common. He says, Surya Bedana is very dangerous. Chandra Bedana at least you can do. They say Surya Bedana is very dangerous. Or Surya Nadi Pranayama. If you start studying, you'll be thinking like, such a high thing, why I'm misusing it? Let me stop. Do something which is suitable to you. If you don't know, please ask a right person who has good expertise and write it down. What is for me? It's like it should be customized. All the yoga practice should be customized for each and every person because it is the full thing. It's like buffet. You go to buffet. Do you eat all the food? You know what suits you, what doesn't suit you. Similarly, you have the buffet of practices. Don't try to do everything. Go to the right person and first check with your Ayurveda doctor. What is your Prakriti? Prakriti means the nature of this body. Vata, Pitta, Kapha, 3 is there. What kind of thing is there? For example, I am a Pitta, Vata, Prakriti. I don't have Kapha, very less. That means I always get, I eat more, I can eat more, but now reaching 50, it becomes a little less. Vata has become more. Past 1 year, I get all kind of joint problem. And I get due to Vata locking, at one point of time, I was really, about to die, I can say, 6 or 8 months back. Nobody can, diagnose it. My breath was going down. I am unable to talk. If you see some video also, that time, I was just hissing like this, 1 or 2 classes. It was so horrible. Allopathy cannot find it. 2 weeks, I spent 40,000 rupees, some 7-8 tests, all the doctor, cardiologist, pulmonologist, and gastroenterologist, whomever is there from throat to abdomen, everything is fine. All CT scan, abdominal scan, everything is fine, but I have a problem. They said, we can't do painkiller 1 week. Then luckily I have a very, divine doctor. He's not doctor, he's a Vaidya, he's a tribal practitioner. He don't have education, formal education. By generation they are doing. He comes Chennai once in a month. He's very close to me. So within 1 day he cured. Just few medicines 1 day. After that I continued for next 3 months. Why I'm saying is Ayurveda and Siddha does magic because many things where allopathy fails, you need to go there. If suppose I don't have this person, where I would have gone? Maybe I don't know what would have happened because my breath is coming down. I can't even talk. If I utter one word, I'm just breathing like this. I can't walk. When I walk, I'm just breathing, struggling for breath. I can only sit like this and do. What else I can do? So please understand, all the practices are there. We should never have curiosity in yoga. Curiosity always kindles to try to explore. No, let's stop it. It's not the thing to explore. These are all higher practices, all practices. This is a buffet. Choose your program. Like I had a back disc problem 3-4 years back. 2 years I was struggling to do Surya Namaskar. I was following this, that, and all. Then I thought, throw it out. I designed my own course planning. Slowly. After 2 years, now I'm doing 6 Surya Namaskar. After 2 years. Earlier, if I do 1 or 2, I will get this problem. Our Swamiji said, please don't do. In your lifetime, you should not do Surya Namaskar. Because that's what the case most of thing. But I thought, I need Surya Namaskar because that's all, entire body operates there. And you can avoid walking. If you do 2 or 3 Surya Namaskar, that is fine. Then I design my own course plan. I just listen to my body. What is that you're telling? You don't like it? Okay. This is not comfortable? Okay. I prepared. I can't do forward bending. That's a problem. When you have a lower back, when you do forward bending, you will get a disc problem. I use only Utkatasana as counter pose. Just squat. Instead of forward bending, any backward if you do, the counter pose is Utkatasana. When I did that, after 2 years, I'm perfectly fine. Now I'm going 1.5 hours walk. I'm doing for, now slightly it is reduced, minimum 1 hour asana, pranayama, then 6 Surya Namaskar. When I see that, it's fantastic. And I'm not greedy to do all the asana. So list yourself. We will guide you in this thing. Once we do the course planning subject, and any of you interested, we are going to do course planning for different profession. It is based on profession, remember. Based on your nature as well as the profession, what you're doing. Accordingly, we need to have a course plan. You come up with any profession or any kind of people, we'll tell you how to do the course plan. By end of this course, you will be simply doing different course plan, covering this 81 asanas. You know how to give the combination. Do that, take that. That will be much better. No standard plan for all the people. No, it doesn't suit. It's like a shirt. Your shirt size is different. My size is different. I need to wear my size. If you standardize everything, that won't fit all.
So where can we find that tribal doctor?
Please message me. I have there is a place in called Shimoga where they give for cancer, and that my mother was suffering from cancer. People gave only 30 days time. She lived for 3 years. Last 30 days only she suffered. Without that, nothing. She was in a very unique cancer. You cannot say that kind of combination. She was able to survive for 3 years, and I can give that detail. I put some time back in the message in my BHARATH, my culture group also. Similarly, this tribal doctor, you don't need to meet. Suppose you are somewhere there. He is based in Coimbatore. He comes to Chennai once in a week. He goes to Hosur also, near Bangalore, and Madurai in Tamil Nadu. You can call him, just tell my name, because I referred more than 100 people. If you tell your problem, he will send you medicine if you're far away. If you fortunately meet at least once, keep the medicine. He will not give prescription and all. If you come from long, he will give. So you take the photo. Next time you tell, I came this is my photo, please send me medicine. He will send the courier. Very efficient doctor. He looks like Siddha. Apart from taking medicine, I used to get Ashirwad from him. Whenever I go, I meet and touch his feet and come. Because somebody saved life, what to do? He gave me a lot of suggestion, and he told me what is my problem also, what is my nature. He said, don't do this. Like if you get too much, angry over, you may seem like I'm so sweet, looks like, or so calm. I used to have a lot of, especially with wife, I'll shout because she's my under responsibility. Right? When something goes, we always have people closer, you start shouting. He said, anger should be under your feet. If you're a teacher, they say, what was it? Vaidya and Vidya. He's a Vaidya. He said, I am a master in Vaidya, you are master in Vidya. For these two people, anger should be under your feet. If anger comes above the feet, you are close. That's all. Whatever you are doing will not work. So many things with proper logic and thing. Here, he looks like Siddha only. He will not wear shirt and all. He looks like, for me, he is like God. If you are interested, please take help of him. Most of the remedies are there. If 10 people goes, 8 people will get cured, 100%. I can guarantee. Diabetes he cures in 3 months. But he'll always say, I will reduce your diabetes, make it normal, but you have to walk, do yoga. Now here we have, say, Sita Lakshmi ma'am, and her place also you visit. I think she's having better experience, more experience like me. So we all know what he does. So please message me. I'll send the detail. Please share with other people also.
Is he near to Chennai, sir?
He comes in first Saturday and Sunday to Chennai, sir.
Okay.
Near Tambaram, he comes first Saturday and Sunday. If any of you wants, message me. I will send. Before first Saturday, if you tell me, I can send the address so that you can meet. Otherwise, if you are some other place, please get guidance. He will send all the medicine, all like a little like tablet and like Ayurveda thing. You can trust and take. Nothing will happen. You will
Where
get.
is he coming from, sir?
We
Where
don't
is
need
coming?
to.
He's coming from Coimbatore, sir. Coimbatore is available on weekdays.
So,
Monday
sir, we
to
don't need-
Friday, he's there in Coimbatore. Saturday, Sunday, he visit 3-4
Send me
places in
Coimbatore
Tamil Nadu.
address, sir.
I will send the address, sir.
Coimbatore address. Since I go there every fortnight.
Oh, super, super, sir.
Okay.
I will
Thank
say,
you, sir.
please, if you tell my name, he'll be very happy. Because
Okay.
he used to tell me, that time when I was suffering from thing, he said, next day I went, problem went, within 1 day he cured. Next day I went and touched his feet. I said, I don't know, I am filled with gratitude. I'm so happy now I'm talking to you. He said, you have referred so many people. Do you think that punya will go away from you? That will save you because people whom you referred, they got cured. God will not leave you like this. And after 3 months, he was, I think I'll switch off recording. That won't be good to put everything there.